You have a preference of things? I think I might shoot for some historic play just to shoot things off. Nice and basic elves. Might as well try if I can get that elf achievement anyway. If there's any questions, feel free to ask me in the chat. I can see what you're typing. Let's see if we get a match. So with these type of hands, I always like to start with a Lana Elf and something else. This could be playable. It's kind of iffy. Let's leave it a shot, though. Oh. I have no problem showing you. I picked a nice basic deck for the most part to get people's interest in. So these are forests, as you can probably tell. Snow-covered forests are just special because they have certain cards that require snow, and I like the art better. Allosaurus Rider here will make it where green spells can't be countered, and we're playing all green, so and he's playing blue, so this works out really well for us. So he's not going to be countering anything we have. Although this is a really fast start on his part. Yeah, this might be pretty close to being over already. And it doesn't make any sense into attack because he can block with any or all of these guys and nothing would happen. Lurk. I have to find my other tablet at some point because I'm using my phone to keep track of the chat. Okay, so for those that are new to Magic, this is a Planeswalker. It has different effects. Their creature turned into this Planeswalker. And I think they're pretty far ahead at this point. So, Realm Walker is a changeling, or a shape changer. It has changeling, and it lets you be any elf, or any creature. In this case, I'm going to pick elf, and it's going to let me see the top card in my library, and it's going to show me what card it is, and if it's an elf, I'll be able to play it. Hey, Van. What's up, Omar? So again, they've got blockers, but if you can see here, none of their cards here have much of effect, and each of them only have 2 defense. This guy's got 2 powers, so attacking in's not going to hurt us. He'll probably just lose one of the 2 or take the damage on his Planeswalker. Ooh, what you cooking? I've been trying to convince my girlfriend to make chili. I forgot this version of Tameo can give -1 to attacks, so wasn't getting. Ooh, that sounds good. White rice. What kind of sauce are you gonna use on it, if anything? Any vegetables to go with it? Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna adjust the sound on this thing really quickly for us. There. Okay, so you see how the top card of this is revealed to us right now? Normally no one can see that, but because I've got the Realm Walker, I can just go ahead and play it off the top of my library, which is what I'm going to do. Well, that sounds really good. So, the Elite Crowned Visionary says whenever an elf comes into play, I can pay 1 and draw. And since I know the top card of my library is a land, and I can't cast that with the Realm Walker, I'm going to say yes to that. Oh, still another land. Too bad. Again, I'm going to go ahead and attack in. It's going to give us -1 on each of our attacks. So these 2 attacking doesn't really make sense. But he's a 2/4 now, so if he does block with one of these 2... Oh, looks like they got the Foundry. So he's gonna go actually kill our creature. I missed that. a little more complicated to pay attention to having chat board state. I can see why some of my favorite Magic streamers struggle with it sometimes. Okay, so this deck is a pretty fast one. It's basically a variant of Finley.
Use your words.
as the Planewalker yells at me. I think this is going to be pretty much over for us. I didn't pick up a pretty fast hand, but we might be able to do it. We'll see here. I'm not going to pay it this time. So, Elvish Archdruid has the same as for the most part. When we tap it next turn, it'll give us one extra mana, or one extra green mana for every elf we have in play. Whereas the Druid only counts the only elves on our side of the field. I'm not going to attack into the 6/6 that will kill our creatures.
The history of the multiverse is at my fingertips.
Well, they drew half their deck, and their hand size is 7 we normally would have. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Switch to stream real quick and drop the audio 75%. I can just turn the audio down for a second. Is that better? The audio a little bit better? Okay. Oh, and we died. Okay, let's run that back again. Elves is a pretty fun basic deck that people get into. It's single color, so you're not going to have to balance having multiple colors go on. Okay, thanks, Omar. I will check that. I actually got a video of that fight I had in Final Fantasy earlier that finally succeeded. I haven't figured out how to send it out onto a post yet anywhere. Yeah, and it'll actually show you how to beat it too next time when you get to that part. Oh, this is much better. So, Elvish Mystics are the same thing as Llanowar Elves. They're turn 1 drops that produce mana. They call them mana dorks. So, this should help accelerate things quite a bit. And I'll go ahead and get rid of one of our lands, because most of our elves produce mana. This is my little companion. I have so many of them. I've been playing this since beta. Okay, so he's playing blue-white. Odds are on turn 4, maybe turn 3 at the earliest, he's going to wipe my board clean of all of my creatures. Which is problematic. But we're going to try to play around that a little bit. Sounds good. I might have to split it up into multiple parts because it's 14 minutes long total, which is way too big to drop on like TikTok. Maybe not so big on YouTube. I'll probably have to do some voiceovers to it too to explain what's happening. I haven't seen someone play that in a while. I'll take a new hand. I'm okay with that. Let's see. Who do I want to do this with? Do I want to go wide? Nah, let's just go big route. I'll get grass. I'm trying to put pressure on him early so he wraths, and then I can recover with what creatures I have already. Normally I would have blown out and dropped as many of my creatures as I could. but not at this moment. Let's see. What are you gonna do when I drop the Crown Visionary? You're looking for your Wrath if you don't have it. Got a counter for this. You do have a counter for that. Probably a bad idea, but it doesn't seem like he has anything. You're at 2. Let's see what you gotta do now. Oh, okay, so he didn't have the Wrath.